Welcome to the LMS series of Department of Collegiate and Technical Education, Karnataka Government. I am delivering a lecture on basic surveying, module number 4, session 3. The main aim of this session is to make the students to understand the various methods of plane table surveying. The presentation is made in the following section. The method of surveying like radiation method, traversing method, intersection method and resection method. The radiation method, basically this method is to have when a small scale map is to be prepared. So that means if all the stations are accessible from the station, plane table station, then this can be used so that all the points can be sighted and also the measurements can be taken. In this method, the instrument is set up at a station and rays are drawn to various stations which are to be plotted. Then distance are cut on suitable scale after actual measurement. Physically, the measurement will be done from the plane table station and the measured distance will be drawn to some scale on the seat. The traversing method. So this method of traversing is same as compass traverse or theodolite traverse. It is suitable for small areas and all stations should be visible, intervisible and accessible from a plane table station. A plane table station traverse is a very rough type of traverse and is used generally for depicting the topographical details directly on the plane table. The traverse consists of a series of straight lines connected together. In plane table traversing, the angles are not measured but are in fact plotted directly. The plane table traversing is run between the stations whose positions have been previously plotted or fixed by some other precise methods like theodolite traverse or the triangulation. The plane table is set successively on the traverse stations and backsight is taken on the preceding station followed by foresight in the following station. The measured traverse lines are plotted directly on the paper to some suitable scale as shown in the figure. So this is that's how the progress of the traverse will be conducted. Initially starting with the station A, you're going to draw the rays to the station B and then you will shift the instrument from A to B and you will do all the adjustments and then you will going to take the sight on A and you will orient the plane table, clamp the plane table and then you will be sighted to the next station. So this process will be repeated and again the cross check can be done by taking sight on the other diagonal stations. Intersection method. So this is a method of locating a point on the traverse seat by the intersection of two rays drawn from two different stations. It is also called as graphical triangulation. It is preferred when distance between stations are large. Stations are inaccessible and ground is undulating. So this is how the two rays which are drawn from the two different stations, they will intersect and they are going to establish the other field details. So other remote station P can be established by taking intersection from the two different stations on the nearer side. Resection method. The earlier three methods are to locate the ground station on the plan. So this method, resection method, this is the process to locate the station that is being occupied by the instrument on the seat. So that means, in this method, by just looking at the well-defined points, the well-defined ground points, you are going to locate the point on the seat. In resection, the position of the station that is being occupied by the instrument is located with respect to the stations whose locations have been already plotted looking at the ground stations. The compass method of resection. So in this method, the resection is used for relatively small works where the orientation error in plane table do not significantly affect the location of the plane table. This method assumes that the direction of magnetic meridian has already been marked when the plane table occupied the station A and B. So here the capital A and capital B are the ground stations. The further it is assumed that the area is not magnetically disturbed. The following steps are followed. In the step 1, set up the plane table at station C, level it and orient it roughly by the judgment of eye. Place the trough compass along the meridian line and rotate the plane table until the needle points to 0 mark of the scale. Clamp the table at this position. Step 3. Pivot the LED at A, whose position is already plotted on the sheet. Side the ranging rod at A. Draw the ray AA towards A. So this ray is called as A, the resection line, and the resector. It is the ray drawn by the compass method of resection through the plotted position A of the known station A towards the plane table at C, being at C. Pivot the LED on B and side the ranging rod at B. Draw the ray BB dash towards the B. The intersection of the rays A dash and BB dash gives the position of the station C on the paper. Back ray method of resection. This method can be used only if the plane table station C is already selected and ray has been drawn from one of the stations, either A or B, towards the station C, but exact location of the C is not marked on the ray. The following steps are adopted to locate the plane table position. Step 1. Set up the plane table at A, level it and center it over the plotted point A. Step 2. Pivot the LED at A along the AB. Orient the table by rotating it until the ranging rod at B is bisected. Clamp the plane table in this position. Pivot the LED at A and side the ranging rod at station C. Draw the ray towards C. Determine roughly the plane table position C. So this method is step 4. Relocate the plane table to station C, level it, set the plane table such that the rough station C is exactly over the station C. Orient the plane table by taking back side towards A. Clamp the plane table at this position. Pivot the LED on B and side the ranging rod held at B and draw the rays C B dash. Step number 6. The intersection of rays AC dash and C dash B dash gives the position of the plane table station C on the sheet. So this method is suitable when there exists a prominent landmark such as chimney or a building, etc., which can be taken as the station B. So this method is useful for the large scale mapping when long rays can be drawn. The accuracy of the point C depends on the correct position of the C and correct initial setting of the plane table at station C. Thank you.